They say, me Lord, who? The magistrate, the judge. He say, me Lord, my Lord, is he your God? No, this is your language. You talk like that out of the set. Me Lord means my Lord. You don't mean God. That's your language. In South Africa, the word for God is hearer, hot and hearer. The Lord, hearer. Ek is the hearer. I am God. And you go to Cape Town or any other place in the cities and you find there, it says there, signs, when you go to the toilets, it says Dama, hearer. Dama means dames, ladies, and hearer means men, gentlemen. But at one stage I didn't know that hearer means gentlemen. I had learned it from the Bible that hearer means God, Lord. So I'm seeing Dama, I guess it must be dames, ladies. But hearer, toilet for gods in South Africa, toilet for gods. No, there are no toilets for gods. Gods don't go to toilets. But this is the language. So Jesus is telling, look, in our language, people are called gods, and you find no fault with that. Why are you finding fault with me when I say I'm the Son of God, which is a lesser expression than calling a person a God? Moses is called a God. The devil is called a God in the Bible. And the Jews are called gods, that ye are the children of God and the children of the Most High. Ye are gods and the children of the Most High, 82nd Psalm. So in other words, this is our language. We talk like that. The godly person, we say he's a God. It doesn't mean God, he's a godly. God, instead of saying godly, he says God. This is our language. Why are you trying to find fault with me? No, there is no idea there conveyed by Jesus when he said, I and my Father are one, meaning he is God.
Thank you, sir.
Then about that other verse, Jesus says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. That was the second one. Yes. It says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. He says, I accept that. You see, Jesus Christ, when you read that, I think it's John chapter 14, start from verse chapter 13, and you read there, and each and every expression the Jews misunderstood. Everything the disciples misunderstood. Jesus is telling them that I'm going to prepare a place for you. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it was not so, I would have told you. And whither I go, ye know. You know where I'm going, and the way ye know. They say, Lord, we know not whither thou goest, and how can we know the way? They misunderstood. They misunderstood. Jesus is talking about God and about spiritual matters, and they think of geographical locations. What? Stockholm, Oslo. What's that? He's thinking about geographical places. He's talking about spiritual matters. So they said, look, we don't know, and how do we know the way? Misunderstood. So he said, look, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father but by me. It was too heavy for them. That was too heavy for them. So they say, again, Philip butts in. He said, look, all this what you are talking is too heavy for us. We don't know what you're talking about. You're talking over our heads. Just show us the Father and it sufficeth us. Show us God. That will give us satisfaction enough. So Jesus says, Philip, you have been with me for so long. Why askest thou show us the Father? If you have seen me, you have seen the Father. And they misunderstood again. It's a continuous series of misconceptions. So Jesus is telling them, ye of little faith, how many times? And he explains to them, as I'm explaining to you now, like to little children, and they can't understand. So he said, are ye even yet without understanding? And when he spoke further, he said, oh, faithless and perverse generation.
I will be very quick. So, I said we are equal, and you should be better because you are a pastor. My question is, can I?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Many Christians have met Jesus. They have met Jesus' team yourself before. So, my question is, as you said, Jesus is God. and God is Jesus. They are the same. So, when can we read in the last Bible? We suppose we will get the last Bible. That people have met God. That was my question.
Thank you, sir.
God was used, but those who know the history knows that the word God had become so misused. If you go to a dictionary and read the history about this word Jesus is using here, as you quoted, even police officers called themselves gods during that time. So when Jesus came, he had to tell the people on a higher level about his divinity. He could not, because